DiamondEye Odyssey by Super T Sigma. Chapter 3, Dark Territory. The Queen of Chaos. She says, "Oh, how unwise it is for you to travel beyond the folds." And I'm looking at the guys, and they have the blindfolds over their faces, over their eyes in particular, because again, they can't look at her. This will cause their death. So me and the woman are having a conversation, and she's primordial chaos. She is chaos herself. But understanding high vibrations and dark energy is the ultimate passage. And so she tempts, young child, show me your dark side. Young child, show me your dark side. Young child, show me your dark side. The best answer to really give to an entity this strong is to say, well, what parts of me are dark energy already? Seeing that I come from this place, isn't this something like a home? And I saw what looked like a portal open into space, like a spiral, like a wormhole, digging and scratching through the universe, causing all the stars in the light to bend into nothingness, from full form to primordial form, to pre-manifested form, to open form. And through the wormhole we travel, bending light, bending space, bending time, erasing all three. Traveling fast. And now we land. We are all three in the car now. The young me is in the back seat, and the two older me's are in the front seat. And we're celebrating. But we still have a ways to make it back through the highway that you can only drive down in reverse, because you can't face where you were. You can only face where you are. And where we really are is on the other side of that wormhole. We're back in primordial darkness. That is the trick to reality. Even if you cross over into the light realm and you see nature, you see trees, you see grass, you see buildings, you see skylines, you see all of it, etc. You see boats, yachts, water, people. You see all of this happening, all this activity, the marketplace. All of this is still darkness, but it's just light that's shaping a form. But inside of it and throughout it and what animates it is true darkness. So here I am in the back seat, in the back of the mind, in the cerebrum cortex. Here I am in the back of the mind where the brain connects to the spine. Here I am in the back of your mind where the brain connects to the spine. And as time unwinds, we see the darkness behind the shine. And the Queen of Chaos is pretty ticked off because she was outsmarted once again by what is technically her own child. But not so much outsmarted as now knowing that she put a clause in place that was taken advantage of against her, rather than having souls and entities and etheric bodies be under subjugation to those clauses. I, the 9-year-old me, was able to see through the scheme. You know that space between the waking life and the dream? That space right there. Blocking off the Sandman just as he shows up with his sandbags to bring you into REM. But REM backwards is MER. Mer for what? Merkaba. Merkaba is what? The tetragrammaton shield that you travel through the astral realms with, higher astral realms that go beyond the realm of mentalism. This is the DiamondEye Odyssey. It takes a diamond eye, an eye that can reflect all colors of life, all realities. The third eye is the diamond eye. Those are the crystals in the brain. It is the 9-year-old me. And it heals the 40-year-old me. And it heals the 74-year-old me. But as the orthodox text would dictate, a child shall lead them. Behold, a son was given to us, and I am that son, that S-O-N, and that black, triple dark, S-U-N, the sun that shines within, the sun at the core of the earth, the sun that we call the heart of man. That sun that causes the vegetations of philosophies to grow. That sun that causes the birds of high noble thoughts inside the mind to sing beautiful songs of rapture. The guy's looking over his shoulder. So now the 40-year-old is behind the wheel and the 74-year-old is in the passenger seat, because the body of the 74-year-old is not as strong to have his head tilted to the rear view mirror to drive. This would be stressful physically for all of the above, really, but the 40-year-old stands the best chance. It's his body that's being used to drive us back into the 3D realm. So we touch down at what seems like Gotham with acidic rain and cries of bitterness and pain, drowned out by the rain to sound like nothing but a swarm of bees, all aiming for one target, to sting. What is this? Where are we? How did we get here? Is what the two men are asking, because they know that the world they left is not the same world that they came back to. So what ended up happening is the Queen of Chaos beat us to the other side of the portal. We heard her yells and screams, come back at once, or I will be before you to meet you where you're going, because she's that vast and that fast. So when we get back to the real world that was all sunshine and rainbows and all rain and Skittles and Sour Patch Kids, etc., no, we find a dark world. We find a dark realm. Why? Because she made it here first. So now we have to inquire as the 40-year-old takes the exit to bring us back to what is called reality, but it's a new reality, a darker reality. So now we have to work our magic here and find the person that we just fled from. So now it's time to split up, men. Seasoned one, go toward the halls of justice. Middle-aged one, go toward the halls of commerce. And I myself, I will stand in the middle of the village and win all the commoners. If we can do this in sync as a Trinitarian force, we can draw the dark Queen of Chaos. We can draw her out of the nothingness that she's hiding behind in the everything. In the everything, but yet her voice resounds from burgundy clouds. I told you I would find you, didn't I? There's no place you can run. There's no place you can fly to. I exist in all dimensions, watching you like an overarching curtain to close your world down. But what she doesn't realize is I am the universe's strongest weapon against her. And maybe she does know this and is keeping me at arm's length. But are her arms long enough to keep me away from setting this universe right? DiamondEye Odyssey by Super T Sigma, Chapter 3, Dark Territory.